Congratulations on completing the Boost Your Happiness Challenge. In the last 6 weeks, you learned about the scientifically based PERMA model of happiness, which breaks down flourishing into 5 building blocks: positive emotions, engagement, relationships, meaning, and accomplishment. You took the PERMA test and found out how you rated on these 5 building blocks of happiness. This told you which of these 5 building blocks would be most important for you to focus on during this challenge. For the P of PERMA, we looked at the 10 most common positive emotions. And you created your positivity menu so you could choose one item from this menu to boost your positive emotions each day. For the E of PERMA, engagement, we unpacked flow and looked at 4 flow profiles. You identified which profile best matched yours. And you identified the types of activities that put you in flow so you could make this a daily practice. For the R of PERMA, relationships, I shared 10 ideal qualities in a relationship. I asked that you evaluate your relationships against the qualities you value most in relationships. Then triage your relationships and choose to focus your time and energy on the solid and potential ones. For the M of PERMA, meaning, I presented the model I have used successfully to help women discover their purpose in life. Here it is. And I asked you questions to help you identify each of these building blocks of purpose in your life. Then I asked you to write your own purpose statement and think about how you can live your purpose more fully, day in, day out. And finally, for the A in the PERMA model, accomplishment, we discussed the many ways we can feel accomplished in our lives. I asked you to review your life chapters and list out your accomplishments in each of these stages. Then find a way to own and celebrate them. Now, when you took the PERMA test, you also received scores on your negative affect, health, and loneliness. I asked you to consider negative affect as part of the Positive Emotions Week and to look at your loneliness score as part of the Relationships Week. What about health? Truth is, without health, it's very hard to feel happy. So if this is an area where you scored low, this may be the first thing you wish to tackle to boost your happiness. Now, the topic of health is such a broad one that it would take up a whole other series of classes to unpack. So I'll only go over a few basics here with a focus on physical and mental health. Aging with vitality means taking care of your body. That means making healthy choices with food and drink, like eating nutritious foods and limiting unhealthy foods, eating a variety of foods in reasonable portions, maintaining a healthy weight, staying hydrated, limiting alcohol intake. It's also about getting a good night's sleep. Sleep loss has been shown to hurt attention, executive function, working memory, mood, quantitative skills, logical reasoning, and even motor dexterity. People vary in how much sleep they need and when they need it. Many people don't do well under 7 hours, some under 6 hours. Know what's right for you. And finally, it's about moving our bodies. Now, you may have heard the saying, sitting is the new smoking. Research shows that one of the best predictors of healthy aging is an active lifestyle. Exercise has proven benefits for your health, from lowering your risk of many diseases to improving your strength. Moving is not only good for your body, it's good for your brain. It increases blood flow to key areas of the brain that promote the generation of healthy brain tissue. Active people perform better as they age on cognitive tests like long-term memory, reasoning, attention, and problem-solving skills. Now, what kind of exercise are we talking about? The gold standard appears to be aerobic exercise for 30 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week, plus some strengthening exercises. But even walking several times a week has been shown to benefit. Another aspect of health is mental health. How is yours? Are you suffering from excess stress, anxiety, depression, anger, shame, or other difficult feelings? Many of us do. The solution is not to deny or ignore these feelings. They don't go away. They just build when we bottle them up. And to make matters worse, we often end up coping in unhealthy ways, numbing our pain with food, alcohol, drugs, shopping, you name it. If that's you, I encourage you to lean into self-care and self-compassion. And if you'd like more support, I suggest you seek the help of a professional counselor. To find the right one for you, look at psychologytoday.com to find a service provider who suits your needs. As we wrap up this challenge, I'm going to invite you to ask yourself, what are your biggest takeaways from this challenge? What are you beginning to do differently as a result of this challenge? Which building blocks of PERMA will you focus on moving forward? What intention will you set or commitment will you make to yourself? And remember, this is a journey. Even if you do everything possible to boost your happiness and you succeed, happiness is not something you arrive at and then you're done. It takes effort and perseverance through intentional practices and habits, not only to reach a higher level of happiness, but then to sustain it. It is through that conscious striving day in and day out that you boost your happiness. Increasing your happiness is not a one and done task. It is a lifelong endeavor. Until then, be well.